Hello, beautiful people. All right. Oh, Lord, I'm back at home. I had to change up the space one more time, but that's okay. For those of you who do not know me, oh, and I'm still changing. Hold on. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Nadira Lugg, and I'm the president, the founder, the spiritual coach, and entertaining at that for One Love and Light Center located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful Zen. So in other words, I always love to tell people to think of us as your elevator operators to elevated consciousness. Yes. That finger's getting better. I'm so happy. And we do this in a myriad of ways. We do this through the practice of yoga, guided meditation, Reiki healing sessions. Yes, I'm a Reiki master. And the reason we are here today for tarot and oracle readings. And beautiful people, this is so awesome. Not only is it the spring equinox, which means that the days and the nights are now the same length. And technically, historically, this is the planting season. But we are in the sun season of Aries, as well as a new moon in Aries. And not to just, man, I'm going to go even further. Mercury and Jupiter are currently in Aries. So it is straight up like an Aries party going on right now. We are in the thick of it. So new moon in Aries kicked off in on March 21st. Now I'm filming this on the 22nd because I was on set yesterday and it was a horrible rainstorm coming back late at night from set. And by the time I came home, honey, I was, no. So the spiritual coach needed to do some healing for herself. I needed to reset and everything, but it's all right. Why? Because we're still in the season, the cycle, the moon cycle of Aries. We're still in the thick of it. And so I already pulled the cards. I've already consulted with the ancestors over here and the divine one, my spiritual guides and beautiful people. We are here for the collective, to give the information, what does the collective need to know, hear, and be aware of for their best prosperous self in this new moon energy. And remember, new moons are all about new beginnings to us, a self-start. And it's like a beautiful thing added on because it is a new season. Astrologically, we are in the beginning of the year, astrologically, because remember, beautiful people, we left out of Pisces. Pisces is the last zodiac sign of the astrology chart, and Aries is the first, the beginning, the starters, the cardinal fire sign, and that is why we are here today. You got to excuse me, I'm still working on my lights and everything else, but I'm gonna get it together. I had some other stuff going on. It'll probably be another change. Hey, it's the Gemini in me. But we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Yes, I'm going to keep messing with this, I guess. It's all good. We're going to flow. New beginnings, beautiful people. Let's go. So, So historically, this is what I want to always give some information. So Aries, being the first sign of our zodiac chart, actually rules the first house. And the first house is all about the self, the body, the appearance, how we portray ourselves. It's our independence. Aries also carries the energy, it's energy. That's really what it is. It's energy, whether it's passionate, whether it's considered to be aggressive, whether it's considered to be passionate, in the sense of in the areas of love or career or new goals that we're setting. They are known as the self-starters. They are considered the warriors, the leaders, the dynamic folks. Now that's the high road. Now the low road, they can be considered pushy. There's a lacking of saying I'm sorry. They're more so not to really say I'm sorry a lot, but it's understand again, it's the fire, it's the leader in them. So when you have a lot of cardinal fire, pretty hard for those to say I'm sorry, because why would they think they're wrong? It's my world. I get to do what I want to do in my world. But we love this fire energy. We love this energy because, oh, and it's also ruled by the planet Mars. So we love this energy because, again, it gives us our get up and go. It gives us our assertive energy to pursue anything that we're looking forward to, our goals, our career, our dreams, bringing it into reality. It's our pusher. It's our cheerleader. And so, beautiful people, this is a wonderful time to get started with anything new, new projects, new anything, new ideas. Get it set. Use this energy that is propelling 4 planets right now to get some shit done. I cannot, if you don't get nothing else from this reading today, get some shit done. I have nothing else, beautiful people. All right. So with that little background of information of what we're doing and what's going on, then beautiful people, let us, look, it's time, it's the place, it's the space. This is your reading. Let's go. First card up, because we always start with tarot, we have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. And I had to laugh because warriors on there. and underneath the deck, we have the King of Cups. So here we go with this new energy. Already, we're coming in with court cards, wonderful court cards. So Knight of Sword energy. So sword, remember, swords are always about, it represents the air energy. And so we're talking about the Geminis, the Libras, the Aquarius energy, truth. Sword energy always is about truth and knowledge, logic, okay? Things of that magnitude. And remember, we are in Aries is leading in Mercury. It is in Mercury, transit in Mercury now. So yes, it will be affecting the way we think, quicker, faster, more inspired to just do things, dynamic energy. And so what is this knight? This knight who's an actionary person, a character, brave, warrior, fearless, ambitious, confrontation, intelligent, quick-witted. Ooh, hold on. Quick-witted, articulate, argumentative, intellectual, passion, advocates. Yes, yes, that is serious. That is some serious Aries energy in itself in the description of Aries. So beautiful people, that's right. If you are feeling like you have some extra get up and go, like I said, for some reason, you just feel like, oh my goodness, everything, I just need a new start, a reset. I just need to change my diet, check on my clothes, check on my car, check on my kids, just need to do some things. Flow with that energy. Because again, knights bring forth that what? That action. All right. And so all of this wonderful energy is a great thing. Be aware, though. Be aware if you notice that you have some hostile tendencies or other people are becoming more confrontational, because you're not the only one that's experiencing. I mean, I'm doing a reading for the collective. So this message is for you. But you share this energy, you share this world, you share this universe, you share this planet with others. And so maybe if your energy is in a positive direction with your Aries energy, this passionate energy, unfortunately, everyone that might not be on the same vibe that you are on might hit it in that more confrontational, argumentative. I mean, all you have to do is watch the news, kind of tell it's, you know, shit. If you're not careful, all hell can break loose. But beautiful people, I am talking to you who know better, who knows what frequency you want to be on, who knows what goals and things you want to do and what you're achieving. And so there's no low vibration in this room, right? Yeah, okay. So handle it. Use this energy to support yourselves, honey. And be that brave warrior. And now going back to underneath the deck with that King of Cups, we have calm, emotion management. See, here we go. That's the balance. Compassionate, generous, philanthropic, leadership, strong social skills, professional, lonely, artist. So the King of Cups is known as a wonderful, humanitarian, because he leads with a compassionate heart. He can talk to anybody. Why? Because he has emotional management. He has emotional intelligence. So here we go with this wonderful, fiery, let's go night energy matched with a king, a ruler, a leader of what? Who leads with compassion, of concern for humanity, who cares about dealing in a more professional, calm manner, being a diplomat, being a nurturer of ease and whatever news or information that he or she delivers. And so that is the characteristics and attributes that we would like to go ahead and blend with this Aries season. So beautiful people, it's not all about get fired up, get started up, and blah, 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 I'm ready to pop off. It's a balance to all things, beautiful people. What do we always talk about? Harmonious balance in all that we do, right? Right. So let's keep it moving. We also have, I had to bring out these cards. We also have Mars, but it's in reverse. So I have Mars, assert yourself. A conflict is brewing. Time to face it head on. So again, Aries energy. The situation will be resolved in your favor. A conflict is brewing. Time to face it head on. The situation will be resolved in your favor. So beautiful people, if you are, and I don't like to bring this up, but sometimes we do have feelings of panic, being scared, fear. And beautiful people, I want you to know, conquer it. And let this fiery, knighted, brave warrior energy take over and embrace it, hug it, love it, be its friend, and let it guide you in any kind of resolution that you're looking for within any kind of conflict. You can harness it. It's the work, man. That's how you work your magic. Okay, so beautiful people, wherever this conflict is, or if it has not even come up yet, and it may be looming in this moon cycle, just know you already know the knowledge of how to handle it. Deal with it head on first. Be the diplomat. Use that nurturer diplomatic conversation of the King of Cups, that emotional side, because Cups rules the emotional side, our water sign, our water element, and blend that with the logic of that sword energy, but that ferocity of that knight. And go and set your attention knowing that whatever happens, the conflict will be resolved in your favor. And that's how you wield your sword into that energy. Come on now, as a fiery knight. Yes. You also have, now while we're doing all this fighting, this mental chess, okay, with your opponent, also know there was also ascended, but this was also in reverse. Pamper yourself, take a sea salt bath, a walk in the woods, or even a nap if you want one. Now, one thing about having all this energy that's propelling right now to go, do, be, I am, because that is the sign of Aries. I am. That's the mantra. You must have balance. And what does that mean? If you're in it for a long haul and you're in it for a fight to get your goals completed, you also must learn to pamper yourself. Self-care. You gotta, it's a part of the whole thing of continuing. It's a continuous motion to stay in this motion of aggressive, compelling you to get you to your next goal, to get you to the next level. But every so often you must do a reset. Please find the balance. Pamper yourself so that you are refreshed and renewed to keep going. Remember, beautiful people, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So you better go ahead and pace yourself. Look, hydrate. Drink your water. Lie in your water. Use the sea salt bath to scrub all the layers of anything that's been weighing you down. Unless you have high blood pressure, then you scrub yourself do a salt scrub or something like that. Okay. But either way it goes, there's nothing wrong with pampering yourself, doing a meditation, doing some yoga, whatever it is, listening to some easy listening music to help you through the flow of things. Remember, you got to love on yourself every single day. So self-care, beautiful people, as we out here being badasses, badass warriors out here. Come through, yes. And underneath the deck, we have third house, sentimental education, sentimental education. Now, the funny thing is the third house rules Gemini, and currently in transition, Mars, believe it or not, instead of it being in Aries, is in what? Gemini. So this is not a coincidence. This is all synchronicity of how the planets work. And thank you, guys, for bringing it all together to share with the collective. So third house, sentimental education. Your ability to grasp new ideas is greatly enhanced. Learn something new. Teach what you know. Your ability to grasp new ideas is greatly enhanced, especially with this energy. And again, Mercury, the planet of communication, receiving information, giving information, inputting information, it's in Gemini for a little while. Learn something new, teach what you know. So beautiful people, this is how you become a servant of humanity. This is how you get your blessings to be brought back in a circular motion. Figure out a way to be of service. And sometimes the most simplistic way is delivering information, delivering what you know, delivering to people a message of learning something new. And if there's some information out there that is not available to the public, but we are all connected to the internet, we know this, then share what you know. But also be open to learn something new. Again, we are in the season of newness. We have a new moon. We have this new spring. Please open your mind to something new and share what you know. Come through. I'm telling you, it keeps the karmic cycle going for all goodness. Okay. Yeah. You want that wheel of fortune always churning. Now, for your oracle cards, you have number 11. Number 11, firefly. Illumination, chemistry, magical, self-discovery. We're in that cycle of self. Remember, Aries rules the first house of self. Self-discovery, soul spark, light codes, fire, creative spark, someone exceptional. I love these words. I love all of them. So right now, illumination is hollering at me. Magical, self-discovery, soul spark, fire, creative spark. Some of you who might have had a slow transition dealing with that full moon in Pisces might be dealing with like dragging energy or feeling like you were walking in a dreamlike state of kind of foggy. Okay, not your best and the brightest at that moment because you were going through some kind of, like I said, foggy, dreamlike state. Well, guess what? Let that be in the past. Why? Because again, this fire energy is sparking something new. It's lighting a fire under our butts, and the firefly is here to ignite it. And I love the fact that it was with number 11. And I'm telling you, it has to be something in the air because we have another number 11. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but that's okay. It's number 11, and it's Pluto, the great revealer. Pluto, the great revealer. Total transformation, heed the call, renewal, surrender, awakening, rebirth, clean slate, fundamental changes, clearing and purging. And it also covers the judgment card in tarot. So beautiful people, Pluto is associated with Scorpio. It is the furthest planet away from us, is the dwarf planet, but the furthest planet away from us. And so it carries with it some darkness, some hidden messages, some hidden information. And so it's known as the ruler of secrets and things like of that, and darkness, but not doesn't have to be considered in a negative way. No, it's also the planet of death and rebirth. Okay, so out of the ashes of something dying, there is a phoenix rising from those ashes for something new, a renewal. So those are calling to me total transformation. Heed the call, renewal. Definitely surrender. Now, if anybody's been watching me, you know surrender is the word I am focusing on for the rest of the year. Yes, and it's been doing me justice. And every time I fight, it winds up reminding me, no, 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 no. Surrender. But awakening, rebirth, clean slate. This is the time to clearing and purging. And beautiful people, there is a reason why it's called spring break and spring cleaning. It is the time to, again, release anything that was old, stagnant in that wintry energy, to awaken something new, something bright, something clean. So dust out what you need to dust, clean those closets, get those clothes that you knew you were supposed to donate like 5 years ago. It's time to donate them shoes, whatever the case. Clean the house, purge what no longer serves you to be your best self, so you can have more room to be more organized, to be more clear-minded. No clutter in the house, so that you can be more clear-minded in the head. Really, it does work, and there is a correlation. And underneath the deck, we have 17 stepping stones. Stepping stones. The process of arrival, baby steps. Everything's done in baby steps. Come through. So use this new moon energy in baby steps. Progress. How to keep on going, step by step. Way out. Spiritual growth. Okay. So beautiful people, here we go again. Beautiful things of taking a process of arrival. Our baby steps are what's hollering at me. Progress. Step by step, way out, spiritual growth. A lot of us, again, in that Piscean energy, we're dealing with, and I'm going to include myself, we're dealing with a lot of downloads. We're dealing with a lot of emotional stuff, resolution. If you did have conflict, guess what? It's resolved. I have resolved mine. And as I continue with this journey for myself, the conflict of self, because there's always something new challenge I'm always up for, and I'm ready to deal with. Ever since, again, I don't know what it is, but since the passing of my mom, I have this kind of energy of being fearless. I don't think anything can really bother me at all, to the point of how I felt for my mom's death. I think she was like the catalyst for sparking an energy, an internal flame. The death of my mom kind of sparked an internal flame that consistently burns throughout me, so that I don't fear really anything, because I feel like I've been hurt the worst. That was like the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. But I digress. But the point I'm bringing up, or why I'm bringing this up, is because when we can conquer our fears, and we're more open to a new way of thinking, a new way of growing, even if it's our spirituality or our careers, financially, mentally, emotionally. It is a purification. It is a cleansing. It's a growth. It is a process. And this process will always lead to bigger and better things. I have had back to back auditions. I just did another audition today. And it's amazing. I'm not going to even say it's a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's amazing, because again, my mindset is totally sparked into something different. And I had to go through, which I now realize, I was going through my Saturn return with my mom. She was the ending of the final point of my Saturn return. For those who do not know what a Saturn return is, I would encourage you to look it up so you can figure out whether or not are you currently in one right now. And if you are in a mutable sign, because right now Saturn is in the sign of Pisces. So that means if you are a Gemini or a Virgo in your Saturn, a Virgo, a Gemini, or Sagittarius, then you are more than likely are going through a Saturn return right now. Something dynamic, a major change happening in your life. And yes, you will feel it for about well, I don't even want to put a time limit, but just know we'll be here for a couple of years. So just know it is a cycle. You can deal with it. Breathe, beautiful people, breathe. But find out where your Saturn's at, and then that'll help to kind of give you some illumination of whether or not you're dealing with the Saturn return for this cycle. All right, moving on. I decided to pull out some career and finance cards. I haven't pulled out any career finance cards in a while, but because we are dealing with the energy of newness, I figured it'll be the best time to do so. So beautiful people, here is career and finance cards. We'll always remember there's 3 options. I'm going to read them out loud. I'll tell you what Spirit is guiding me to. But at the end of the day, take what serves you. And if it doesn't apply to you and your lifestyle, baby, bye. Let it go. All right, come through. We have real estate. Build a solid foundation prior to building several stories above it. Oh, I like that. I'm going to have to say that again. Build a solid foundation prior to building several stories above it. Beautiful people, one thing I have learned for sure, and being married to someone who is a safety engineer. In construction, you cannot build anything. I repeat, not a building, not a house, nothing, not even a dog house, a bird house. It doesn't matter. If the foundation is messed up, you must have a steady foundation. So beautiful people, this is the time to what? Rebuild. If something has fallen down, it is time to rebuild and make it sturdy, make it taller, make it grander. This is your chance. So if it's burned down to the ground in that Pisces season or that Virgo season, because we also had a full moon in Virgo too. Either way it goes. And that was that earth energy getting us ready for this fiery energy. So beautiful people, whatever the case may have been, it's time to rebuild, but make sure your foundation is definitely there and it's strong and sturdier than ever before. We also have consider a career in real estate, interior design, architecture, or any home business. So if you have been thinking of whether or not you've been considering a home business of some sort, I mean, I technically am in that family, then maybe that was your calling right here, right now. You received a sign come through. And the last one is it's time to go back to basics to strengthen your finances. It's time to go back to basics to strengthen your finances. So one thing is for sure, in the spring season, it is a reaffirming of what I didn't like in that winter season. And now what can I do now to bring some structure into the spring so I can be ready to kick it off in the summertime? Because you know how we get. Everybody ready to party, everybody ready to go travel, everybody's ready to make some moves when summertime hits. Well, guess what? It takes time to create that foundational phase that we have to, this is the time right now. We have to make sure we are setting ourselves up for success versus failure. And so this is the beautiful time to check in on those finances. What memberships have you been subscribing to that you don't use anymore, but they're still taking money out of your account? It's time to go back to the basics, beautiful people. And so to be honest, all 3 of these are hitting me real hard to deliver to y'all. So whoever that message is for, hey, it's time. It's your time. Let's do it right. Okay. And then also underneath the deck, we have there is something better. There is something better. So let's add on to that information. So not only are we starting something with our finances, getting back to basics, creating our foundational platform to build on top of, there is something better. So how about this? If there was a decision or something you were thinking about, reconsider it in the sense of how can you make it better? Not saying anything's wrong with your idea or your initial idea, but use your creative spark, use your creative fiery energy to take it to the next level. We're not doing basic around here anymore, baby. In the sense of, it's time to level up. Whatever it is that the season of Pisces showed you, taught you, and you had to lean into, now it's time for graduation. Lean into the new energy, that cardinal fire energy, to set yourself up for something bigger and better. And again, if you already had an idea, how can you make it 10 times better with that same idea? Taking it up a notch. There is something better. So beautiful people always know, if you have a product, there's somebody out there that might have something similar. Now, how is there something better? You be that better reason why I need to go with your product. What do you offer? Is it your personality? Is it a little mechanism that's different from the other person's? Whatever it is, there is something better. So always remember, if there is, because there is competition when it comes to Aries energy as well, understand this. Be in competition with yourself. With yourself. That way you can never be truly disappointed, because guess what? You're always going to be better than you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. So use that competitive edge. Get it cracking, baby. And for your self-care, the last of the cards, your self-care, we have. Now, while we're doing all of this, here we go again. So Spirit is once again reaffirming that we need what? Rest. Rest. For all the goals, for all the ideas, for all the things that we are moving forward to doing and creating and sharing with others, that is a lot of energy. That's a lot of output. And so, beautiful people, please make sure you putting into yourselves before you can go out here and share with the world your biggest, brightest ideas, creative pieces, a piece of yourself, your personality, you. It has to begin with rest. Make sure you're getting enough rest. And we also have 23, family. Family. Now, this makes sense because, again, what we've been talking about recently is what? Foundation. And guess what? Our families happen to be our foundations. A lot of times they've given us wisdom. A lot of times they've given us a lot of practical beliefs that we do believe in and we live in or live on, and values. Now, always remember, at times when things get too crazy or chaotic or it's just getting too heady, always remember, go back to ground level number one, family. Talk to your trusted family members if you need to vent or talk it out. Now, I'm not saying go talk to any random family member. No, talk to the one that you know is on a very high vibe, or those who are at least in the same vibe that you're in. You can't go to the low vibe and people think you're going to get support. That's a no-go. Okay. So beautiful people, choose wisely, and always remember, sometimes our family are not created by birth. Okay. They're technically people that we had to lean into as friends, and then friends became our family. So always remember that there's so many different names of who to call for family. But whomever it is, let it be somebody you trust. Let it be somebody, again, if they're not on your vibe, they better be higher, but you better talk to them. Anybody lower than you? Oh, no, that's a no-go. But go to them to support, to help balance you out, to help ground you. To help ground you. Ain't nothing wrong with going back home, okay? I'm talking to the folks that keep your home grounded. All right, we also have number 8. Number 8, chanting. Chanting. So besides just chanting, I love the fact that she's on her yoga mat. And so because I am a yoga instructor, I'm always going to be a proponent for what? Yoga. So beautiful people, if you have not tried it, please give it a chance. Try it. There's so many things out there. Classes, free classes, yoga classes that are at the YMCA. You can holler at One Love and Light Center. Beautiful people, I'm always here for to support. So one of the things about chanting that is done in yoga a lot is it brings a vibration. It does. It brings a vibration. And so every chakra has its own vibration. And so you have a lot of people in their practice, their religious practice, or their cultural practice that bring and include in chanting. Beautiful people, if you're not aware of it, look it up. Cousin Google got you on lock. All you have to do is look it up and follow along with the chanting. It helps to open up the throat chakra. It helps to open up the pineal gland, the pineal gland of the eye. It opens up a whole lot of things. Seriously, Kundalini energy, and to be honest, it helps you to center oneself when you are chanting. And so, if what you've been doing has not been working, it is time to do something else. Why not? Try it. We're in the new season, right? Right. All right. We also have what? 22 energy work. So energy work is also great for balancing yourselves. Remember, beautiful people, I am a Reiki master. And one of the things of what drew me into Reiki was because I did find myself carrying on other people's energy. For instance, someone would tell me a sad story, or a friend would be venting about something. She's pissed off, he's pissed off, she's venting to me. And then by the time she leaves, guess what? I'm angry. Don't know why, don't know, or I can't sleep and I'm sad. And now my husband has to see this sad face walking around being crummy for no reason. I had to take my power back. I had to reel it in. And so I say this, that's how I wound up being taking Reiki, and then furthering in my studies and becoming a Reiki master. And so, beautiful people, there is power in energy healing. There's power in energy work. If you feel like you are out of balance, out of whack, just things aren't flowing, the chi is not right, I'm not feeling centered, I've walked to the park, I've talked to the dogs, I've talked to the animals, I'm still not feeling balanced, and beautiful people, think outside the box and try some energy healing. And once again, One Love and Light is, and Center is here to be of service for you. You have options, beautiful people. Try it out. All right. And lastly, because you had a lot of self-care cards, so collective, we are in it to win it. Underneath the deck, 18, dance. So beautiful people. One thing Aries is known for, Aries and Mars energy, because remember, it's ruled by the planet Mars. Mars is all about action. So it's all about movement. So whether or not it's time for you to get up, get out, go for a jog, go for a walk, do it, just action. It's all about action. Well, for here, dance your heart away, dance till your feet are flying on the clouds because you're just high in the sky. Dance because no one's watching. Dance because someone is watching. Just find yourself in a pleasant mode of just dancing, swaying side to side. Nobody's here to judge you. Snap your fingers, sway side to side, get into your music, get into your groove, find that flow of self-expression and get to moving. Not only will you burn calories, but it'll also help you to get the flow of that creative spark flowing throughout your body, to get your chi, to get your internal spark fired up. You know what I mean? So it's all about sparking some movement. Sometimes that's all you really need. Get up and get moving. Go outside. And look, for those who are dealing with the winter months, just go outside and get a nice little breath of fresh air while you're out there. Stop doing what you're doing and just take a nice breath of fresh air in a safe environment. In a safe environment, you know what to do. But find yourself in that flow, dancing. And if you find yourself outside, or you were at the mall, a lot of times we're at the malls and we're in these stores and they're playing that music. Oh, snap, I heard this song since the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Then go ahead and get into a flow, beautiful people. Just cherish the moments of knowing that you have movement, being in gratitude that you have legs or arms to express yourself and move to the music, that you have hearing to listen to the music, that you have lips and a mouth to sing the lyrics, if you know the lyrics, while you're dancing. But it is a space of giving back, because you are gifted with these limbs, these features. And out of a space of appreciation, use them. Be happy in that peace, knowing that you're starting something new, that you're in a new beginning, that you got this cardinal fire energy of Aries to back you up and your play, to know that you are safe, you are sound, and you're starting a new spiritual awakening, a renewal, a rebirth. And you're doing it well, but you're also balancing with rest. I cannot stress that enough. We're doing that with rest, okay? And beautiful people, be ready to fire up that brain, learn something new, share some information. Check on your finances, check on the basis of your finances. Again, check on those memberships. And beautiful people, get moving, stay grounded, get the energy work. Just enjoy this spring equinox. Enjoy this sun, this moon, this Aries season, this life, this universe. There's so much out here for us to enjoy and be grateful for. So beautiful people, utilize that energy. Come through and write out your goals. This is the perfect time to write out your goals. Where do you see yourself today, tomorrow, next week, this month, by the end of this month, by April? Where do you see yourself? What are you doing? Write out your goals. Use this energy to pinpoint where do you want to see yourself by the summertime. This is the perfect time to do all the necessary planning you need to write. And when you write out these goals, speak in present tense. I am. I'm in the process of. Everything is now. Now. We're just waiting for universe, God, spirit, infinite intelligence to deliver it to us. That's all. We're just waiting. We're awaiting its arrival. That's it. That's all. And beautiful people, that concludes my reading, or should I say your reading, okay, for the new moon in Aries. And so up next is full moon in Libra, and that's happening April 5th. All right. And so, beautiful people, we will be leaving out a fire to get ready for some air. Yes. We're getting ready for some air energy. So you better get litty, because air doesn't do anything but fan the flame. So go ahead, start the kindle, get everything burning, get everything moving and grooving so that air energy can come and provide the oxygen it needs to grow bigger and badass better. Come through. Yes. And beautiful people, as always, I want to say, please, because I have a new banner now, shine your light. It's kind of slow, but I guess I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'll figure it out. And I got a little happy face. Again, doing new stuff, new energy, new me. I embrace this universe, and I embrace the planets, and I embrace everything about it, whether it's my ancestors or my spirit guides, all things, these angels, and I feel so protected and loved. And beautiful people, you can do the same thing. Again, if what you've been doing has not been working, it's time to do something else. Work with universe, work with a science that was here before us, that was used to chart maps, trips, to guide, to build pyramids, all under the alignment of the beautiful stars and planets. There's a reason why the planting season is what it is, in alignment with the moon, or why the tide rise high when there is a full moon. There is a science to this, and it is a science. So beautiful people, embrace and work your magic by working with it. Don't fight it. It's not even, what for? As my word is, surrender to it, beautiful people. And in the meantime, like I said, shine your light, because you never know who you may inspire. I love what I do. I do. And every time, I'm always gifted with something. I'm honored by somebody's beautiful words of appreciation because the videos have helped them in some form or fashion, or a client that's coming to me to tell me, wow, it worked, it did this, it did that. And I'm so grateful that you helped me to see better about what my options were, because, hey, I'm about those options. But beautiful people, find the clarity that you need. Shine your light and be of service. And Till next time, all right? So beautiful people, mwah! I love you, and I want you to continue to what? Love on yourself with the self-care and everything. And then always keep me posted, hit in the comments, share the videos for someone who knows or you think needs to hear this message. And beautiful people, support your girl. It is energy. Subscribe and hit the like button. Like attracts like. And that kind gesture can literally lead you to your next blessing. All right? It's all about intentions, beautiful people. And I always set the intention to find my tribe, and my tribe finds me. So enjoy this YouTube, subscribe, like, hit the like button. Until next time for that full moon in Libra. In Libra. The planet of Venus, led by the planet of Venus. Bye, beautiful people. Mwah. Bye.